Hi guys, it's Guidance with Compassion here with another reading. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about the astrology that's taking place in the month of May. I thought I'd add this on to the beginning of the monthly readings, so to give you a bit more of insight, so you can take this into consideration along with your reading. Astrology is something that I'm interested in, so I thought this would be something that you would enjoy and it would be beneficial to you, viewers. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to be talking about the major transits, things that are taking place, things like retrogrades, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, Pluto, stuff like that. I won't be talking about every single transit, but ones that I think that would be of importance that you should, keep in your mind's eye, have a think about, have that in the back of your head, like, oh, this is taking place this month, so, this may affect me X, Y, and Z, if that makes sense. Yeah? Okay. So first I'll start with May 4th. May the force be with you. And on May 4th, starting is a Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And this is taking place until the 14th of October. So it's a long transit, yeah? It's not something it's a slow burn, I would like to describe it as, yeah? So Pluto, the lord of death and transformation, yeah, goes retrograde. So this can mark a period of major metamorphosis and rebirth within you, yeah? But this period can also be deeply gratifying. One can bring you closer to your true self if you know how to handle it. Yeah. So with this in mind, it's like letting you know that whatever is happening in your life is for your highest good. Don't try. I'm getting in my head like the Tower card. Let it fall, let it burn. Yeah. Because this brings you to your better self. I always have in my head the phrase, your new life, will cost you your old life. Yeah? So you can't hold on to what you currently have, holding on to the past, because you say you want to move forward, you say you want this in your life, you want love, etc., what it is, job, career, new place to live. But things are going to have to change. The foundation is going to have to change. The tower's got to fall. And then there's a new slate, new space. Everything is clear for spirit to create what you want. But you've got to have faith. You've got to let it happen. Yeah? And it's not going to happen overnight. So you have to have a little bit of patience. I don't want to say a lot of patience, because often we live in this world where it's like instant gratification. Now. But, I always say, if you've been watching my channel, anything that is worthwhile, it takes some time. Slow and steady wins the race. So I'll carry on. So a Pluto transit is most profound of all the planetary transits. It is nothing less than a total and complete transformation from one way of being to another. In nature, this is best illustrated by the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. So you can get with that description. That doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of time into the caterpillar becoming a butterfly, and a lot of rest, a lot of lean back. And in my head, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy from that. A lot of times we're in our masculine energy, we want to do something. We feel like we should be doing something in order to go here. We need to do stuff. And yes, that is somewhat true. We do have to make concerted effort in some places, but it shouldn't be like bam, bam, bam. We have to always, there needs to be a balance to it. We allow spirit to help us out. You ask for help, and then you go out and you decide to do something, and it's like, well, hold on, let me help you out. Let me guide you. Yeah. So it's just like, you have to key into your intuition, your discernment there, to be like, spirit will kind of give you a hint, like, do this. You'll have, like, for me, an example, I get a feeling in the pit of my stomach, my gut. It's like, do this. And the thought won't go away. And it's like, okay, let me do this. And you may not know why, but eventually when you do it, some events may materialize after that, and you think, oh, okay, Spirit was guiding me this way. This is why. This is leading me this way. It's leading me closer to what I want, my manifestation. Yeah? But you have to trust. You have to have faith. And oftentimes when we can't see what's happening, behind the scenes, we think nothing's happening. But that isn't the case. Yeah? Everything is happening. It's just that we're not privy to all the information. And rightly so, because Spirit doesn't want to reveal all their secrets and they want to surprise you. Yeah? So the nature of a Pluto transit is to prompt metaphysical death in service of a rebirth into something ultimately more true. We become more authentic through the confrontation with and processing of shadow material and past trauma. The transit brings toxic habits to light in order to be cleansed and transformed. Pluto can transform your toxic relationships, Venus, toxic emotional patterns, the Moon, or toxic attitudes towards work and status, Saturn. Actually, it all depends on where Pluto functions in your chart, where it is transiting and what natal house it rules. In order to change us, Pluto must unearth what is rotten. However, if we accept and allow the process to happen instead of fighting it, we can come out closer to ourselves than we ever have before. Exactly. You have to allow things to take place. I know it may be painful. It's like, oh, I don't want to lose this person. This person is leaving my life, or this is happening. Oh, my things are not happening with my job. But if you wanted a better job, maybe Spirit is doing this because they need to remove you from the situation in order for an opportunity elsewhere that's better aligned with your wants and needs to take place. The same way with a toxic relationship. You're comfortable. You're used to this person. You're afraid of the unknown. But it's like Spirit needs to remove them from your life in order for you to have a better relationship with people who are more aligned with your own thoughts, your ambitions, where you want to go, more compatible to your needs. Yeah, and that is new, that is scary, but you need to break through that in order to get over to the other side. And so this Pluto retrograde is happening in the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius thrives on innovation, individuality, and things eccentric. So this is the perfect time to step off the beaten path and pursue what genuinely excites you, even if it feels a bit out there at first. Yeah? So it's embracing the new change. As I said, Aquarius is major thoughts are happening at the same time, but let me slow down. Aquarius marches to the beat of their own drum. Yeah? They're unafraid, Aquarians, to feel or look weird, to do something not everyone's doing. They're not a sheep mentality. They're quite happy to do things alone. And so to embody this kind of energy, yeah? In order to get something you've never had before, you need to do something different. Yeah? And it doesn't have to be so, oh, I'm gonna go off around the world by myself. No, it doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could be, oh, let me start a new class, an art class. There's people there I don't know, but I may meet people that I'm compatible with and create great friendships. Join the gym. You've been thinking about it and you've been umming and ahhing. Maybe you've been a bit fearful of it and thinking, oh, people are going to stare at you. You're going to be on your own. You're going to have anxiety. I'll keep it real with you. No one's looking at you in the gym. They're more focused about themselves. Yeah? Half the time when I go to the gym, people are just taking selfies or on Instagram and stuff like that. No one is looking at you whatsoever. So you don't have to be afraid about looking silly or not knowing what you're doing. Yeah? So Pluto retrograde will occur in Aquarius, a fixed air sign celebrated for its forward thinking, rebellious energy. Aquarius thrives on breaking boundaries, embracing individuality, and challenging societal norms. So this retrograde will bring themes of freedom, independence, and self-expression to the forefront. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit meh about your 9 to 5 grind, your daily routine, or the same old social circle. Consider this as your excuse to explore unconventional career paths, join a new community, or explore new philosophies that challenge your way of thinking. Keep in mind that Pluto retrograde in Aquarius will also turn the spotlight on how technology influences your life. So this is also a great transit to reevaluate your relationship with digital spaces, innovation, and the role that they play in shaping your future. So you could be like thinking, oh, maybe I'm spending too much time on the internet, on social media. I want to go outside, be one with nature. Or you could be doing the opposite of that. I'm not spending enough time on social media, and maybe I need to embrace it more in my life. It seems like this is the way the world is going, so let's see what's going on, you know? Use your discernment, use your intuition, don't go overboard. Do what's right for you, yeah? Okay, so we also have a full moon in Scorpio on May 12th, yeah? So the moon in Scorpio creates the need to delve into your feelings as deep as possible, because Scorpio is a very deep sign. You deserve meaningful emotional exchanges now that more than ever. Sorry, I can't read my notes for some reason. You deserve meaningful emotional exchanges now more than at any other time, even if it is not easy and you are forced to change many things. Shallow relationships do not satisfy you, because they are not purifying enough. Yeah? So you could be looking back. You can see this works in tandem with the Pluto in retrograde in Aquarius. How, you know, you may look at relationships, be it toxic or not, and you just feel like, I'm moving in a certain way. I'm moving in a certain way in my life. And although we were compatible at a time, I don't feel like we're moving in the same direction. You know, it could be like you have friends with people you used to work with, and the bond was that you would complain about your job. But now that you've got a better job and you're actually fulfilled and you're enjoying it and you're enjoying going to work every day, you don't really have much to talk about. That person is still stuck in the mindset of complaining, negative mindset, negative thought patterns, and you're not. And you can't bond. And it's not personal. But then you decide, okay, well, I'm just, you know, moving more in this direction. And there doesn't really need to be a conversation. Maybe for some people, if it's a romantic relationship and you think, yeah, the way I thought about them is not the way I think about them now. And we need to have a sit down, and I'm going to have to tell them, you know what, I don't think we're moving in the right direction and things need to end. This is where I am, and this is how I feel. Then we have a new moon on the 27th of May in Gemini, and this is a super moon. So the moon in Gemini manifests itself by the need for changes and spontaneity. Safety lies in thinking about your feelings and sharing them with others. You can be more talkative and speak with ease these days. You might have a better ability to keep a cool head, but beware, cold heart can discourage others. Harmony of thinking and feeling is important, yeah? So Gemini is a very chatty sign. Gemini, I'm a Gemini rising, so you can see I'm quite a talkative person, that I come in here, do these readings. Often you probably may look at my readings and think, stop chatting about that, tell me about this. But yeah, it encourages spontaneity because Gemini is quite, you know, free thinking. They're an air sign. They go with the flow. Yeah. So embrace that kind of energy. We are in springtime, and it's like, I'm not saying being less disciplined, but it's like, you just feel like, oh, I'm going to go and have a drink here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to an exhibition. I'm going to go. Yeah. You just do what takes you. You go with the flow with life. Yeah. Someone invites you out. Go. Say yes. Yeah. Have some fun. Yeah. Less all work. Yeah. Life is for living. So enjoy your life. Yeah. Yes, there's a time and place to work hard, put in the effort, focus, but you need to balance that out with some fun, some joy. What do you like doing in life? Yeah? Engage your inner child. What did you used to love to do as a child? Maybe that's something that you want to think about. Have some joy. Go on a holiday. Just think, I'm going to have a trip away. Having a weekend away. I've worked hard. I'm saving. Yeah, I deserve it. Yeah? So it's good energy for the new moon. Embracing this. And you might be, maybe you or other people maybe feel the need to talk. Engage in conversations with people. Yeah? Keep it light, keep it friendly. You don't have to tell them your whole life story. But when people open up and engage, don't cut them off. Gemini is very like mixer at the party kind of energy. They talk to everyone. They're friends with everyone sort of thing. So maybe that's something that you need to embrace and could be affected in your chart. Yeah? So yeah, this is the astrology for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed these insights, these takeaways. Let me know in the comments section how it relates to you, how it may affect you in May. And let me know if you find this helpful, useful, great information. Yeah? Because I will be doing this going forward. And I will catch you in the reading. Hi guys, it's Guidance with Compassion here with another reading. So today I'm reading for the sign of Scorpio and we're doing your May love general reading. So it is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can leave it there. You can wait for a future reading or you can check out any of the other readings on the channel. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever you feel called. And all the readings, including this one, are timeless. So if you come across this reading later down the year, years from now, anytime, that's when the message is relevant for you. That's probably when it's most likely to resonate with you. Yeah. So don't fixate too much on the fact that I say May. It's just, if it resonates, is this your story? Okay, then it's for you. Right. And check out your yearly prediction reading on the channel, yeah, to see how the year is shaping up for you. Is it resonating with what's going on with your life? Perhaps you want to check out what may be happening in a few months' time. Or look back once that's happened, yeah? Also, I'm adding into the beginning of the first reading of the month, so this is May, obviously. I'll be adding a clip on top about all the astrology that is going on in May, well, kind of the main things that are happening, yeah? Just for further insight, give you a more rounded picture. It may affect the reading, it may come up in the reading, yeah? I just thought it'd, add some more insight for you, the viewer. So yes, let's get into the reading. Okay, Spirit, can you give me messages that Scorpio needs to know about their love life in the month of May, please? What messages does Scorpio need to know about their love life for the month of May? I'm hearing truths coming out. Yeah, truths coming out. You may not want to hear it or receive it with the Four of Cups, but it's all is being revealed. Yeah, I feel like with the Nine of Swords, I'm just going to jump in here, just what I have on my mind. With the Nine of Swords, I feel like you kind of know. It's keeping you up at night. But you know what it is, yeah? I'm hearing that song, what it is. Every block boy needs a little, every block, da 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 da. Yeah? Like, you know what it is. You know who this is, yeah? Like, Knight of Wands is impulsive, flighty, fuck girl, fuck boy energy, yeah? They're here for a good time, not a long time, yeah? So I don't know, Scorpio, if you've been fooling yourself, and I'll say that with no judgment, thinking that this person's going to change for you, they're being honest with you. No, they're not. Like, I'm seeing as well, the cup I feel like this is you, the cup that you're offering them, the love you keep offering them, they don't want. They've got 3 cups down there of people offering their love. They're not short of offers. They don't want it. They won't take it. Yeah. Let's get Oracle card. I did get in the pre-shuffle for you. Bear with me a second. I did get in the pre-shuffle. I got 2 channeled songs. First, I got Sail Away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. I feel like that's this person's energy, not yours, because they're just like, leave me alone. You're doing too much. Like, Knight of Wands is all about fun, not so deep. Total opposite to you, Scorpio. They're not into the deep feelings. They're not into intellectual conversation. They're just here for surface level stuff. Do you know what I mean? Do I feel good? Does it look good? That's what they're here for. The other channeled song I was hearing, Fool in Love. Like, I'm a fool in love. I think it's Elvis. So I'm kind of getting that from the reading, like, you know, with the 9 of Swords especially, it's like, like, I feel like you know what to do, Scorpio. I know you know that this person is no good for you, yeah? But I think, I don't know, I think it's like the water sign in you. You're just like, well, you know, maybe. And it's like, no, there's no maybe, yeah? There's no maybe. This is who they are. I feel like you're projecting your wants and needs and how you want them to be, how they could potentially be, but this is who they actually are. You need to accept that. Then you can move on. Yeah? Because they're not who you think they are. They're not who you want them to be. Okay, Spirit, can I get an oracle card? Can I get an oracle card for Scorpio about their love life for the month of May, please? Ooh. Yang there. Between worlds. Yes, exactly. Let's leave it like this. Yeah? Between worlds and yang. Yang, or the passion, you know, you might have fiery sex with this person, yeah? It feels good, you know, like Knight of Wands. They know how to use that wand. Do you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of experience. But let's not misunderstand each other, yeah? This is not a soul connection. It is a soul connection in a sense, but this is not like your love story. This is not a love story of the ages. This is a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah? Take it how it resonates. But it's just a hit it, quit it. Do you know what I'm saying? There's all this pent up sexual emotion explosion. And then they're off. Yeah? Between worlds. I feel like Scorpio, it's up to you to decide. Well, right now it's up to you. But later down the line, if you stick your head in the sand and continue to think that things will change and things will get better, it ain't get no better, yeah? Move. Do you want to see things clearly? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Yeah? I feel like you're keeping yourself in this grey, cloudy energy by making yourself disappointed. Like keeping those rose tinted, take the glasses off and you'll see clearly the truth. You know, take that mask off. Well, I feel frankly they've taken their mask off and you just don't want to see it. It's like you want to put the mask back on. Let me see. Like, I think you are more like, I'm getting in my head, what's it? All that glitters is not gold. You'd rather the fool's gold. You want to be deceived. You want to, you want the imaginary story in your head that you believe this person is. But that's not who they are. Yeah? And you either choose to accept them as they are and move on, or accept them as they are and stick in this shit, which I don't advise. Or you move on with your life and you find the person that matches up with what you want. You know, your wants and needs, your ambitions, your goals, yeah? Because it's like you're trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. This isn't them. They're not into the lovey-dovey shit. Like, they're always on the go. They tell you what you need to get you into bed, to get what they want from you. Yeah? The energy, the touch, whatever it is. But they're not someone that you can have a good, honest conversation. They're not someone who's going to reveal their soul to you. Yeah, then they lack the depth that you require, Scorpio. Yeah? Let's turn over. 8 of Pentacles, yes. It's too much hard work. Yeah? Why settle in for less? Why you want to sell yourself short? Running around after somebody who don't want to, I'm hearing, she don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Like, take it the same way with the masculines, yeah? This person doesn't want to be tied down. They're wild. I'm hearing a wild stallion, yeah? Look at the, like, they're a wildcat, yeah? They have no business doing a 9 to 5, getting a mortgage, getting married, and I'm not downplaying those things. And everyone has what they want in what they want out of life. Yeah, no path is better than the other. But they're not a fan of the long hard graft. Yeah, they're not a fan of that. They're not a fan of consistency. They like excitement. Yeah. They like fire, passion, thrills seeking. Do you know what I'm saying? And to an extent, you like it too. But with this clean it up energy underneath, it's like, you need to clean it up. Like, this person can't be your knight in shining armor, Scorpio. And you can't save them either. Yeah, so take it how it resonates. You know, you could be like trying to save them. And as I said, they don't want to be saved. And they're perfectly happy. This is not someone I feel like is unaware of what they're doing. They are perfectly aware. They know, you know, to some level that they're running away from whatever. They don't want certain things in their life. They don't want long-term connections. That's their bag. That's their deal. Okay. But you, on the other hand, need to accept that there's no solution to this. Yeah, worrying at night and thinking, how do I make this? There's no making it work. You can't fit a round peg into a square hole. Yeah, this is the truth. Yeah, you've got to accept it or not. But if you don't, you need to walk away. Yeah, this is not balanced energy. You're up all night. You're like, it's taking over. Like, this person eventually is just gonna ghost, I feel, because they don't want that kind of energy. They just wanna, you know, have a good time, fun, joy, but they don't want no guilt, no shame, no seeing you cry, seeing you depressed. They ain't into that. And, you know, this ruins their buzz. And I think for you, Scorpio, you want someone who's balanced, someone who's on your wavelength, like, who you know, this angel, they're dipping their foot in the water. Yeah? They're in touch with their emotions. Knight of Wands is not in touch with their emotions at all. They don't want to talk about how they feel unless it's in a playful, sexual way. Like, yeah, do it like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about, oh, I had a bad day and this reminded me of this, or, you know, this triggered my childhood. They don't care about any of that shit. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to discuss it. Like, this is someone who's, they don't want no therapist. Or at least not at the moment with their level of maturity. Knight is not very mature. But you got the 10 of Cups underneath. With this kind of balance, this leads you to your emotional fulfillment, yeah? See a partnership, someone who's there to support you. See his arm wrapped around her. Happy family, happy life. Everyone's enjoying themselves. Everybody's getting what they want. Why would you stick in this when you're not getting what you want? You're not very happy. And sexual gratification only lasts so long. It's not healing your heart. If anything, it's making it worse. Yeah? It's making it worse. 9 of Pentacles here. You need to be single. That's a single card. Enjoy your life. Why you want to sell yourself short? Sit in the dark. I know it's Scorpio. Sit in the dark, worrying, fussing, fighting. You don't want this type of energy, Scorpio. Look, it's sunny, bright, and you're attracting people of your caliber, your nature, who want something from you. I feel like you need to strengthen your intuition and discernment, yeah? So that when you move into this single energy, which I feel this is my advice, but take it or leave it. You all have free will. So that when you do attract another person, because you will, look at 9 of Pentacles. Empress underneath. She attracts wildlife. She's abundant. She lives a fruitful life. Yeah. Someone's going to want to bag that. Someone's going to want to be like, hey, how you doing? But you need to know, you need to have awareness of who you should entertain, who you shouldn't. And to me, 9 of Pentacles is not on the same level as a Knight of Wands, yeah? Knight of Wands doesn't stick around. An Empress is not entertaining a Knight of Wands, yeah? And I feel like if you embrace this energy, this leads you to become the Empress. Empress is all for queens, yeah? She's in demand. People come correct the Empress. People queue up the block to have a moment with the Empress, yeah? The Empress is nurturing. She's abundant. She's she's relaxed. Look, 9 of Swords. No relaxed. Up all night, stressed. Yeah? No. I feel like this is you need to pour into you. I think that's what's happening. I feel like the well is dry. You are drained from this experience. Yeah, it's draining. You can't sleep. You can't think. And I think the thing is to let this person go. Yeah, just let them go. I don't know why you're holding on. What's making you hold on? I don't know how much time you had. This to me is a situationship. I don't think it's actual relationship, but you can let me know in the comments if it's different. But yeah, you need to let them go. It's, I feel like it's better for you. It's a blessing in disguise. Letting them, I don't even think it's a disguise. It's a blessing, period. Yeah? Because you're so far away from this in this energy. This can't come in because you are still fixated on this person from this illusion that you've created in your head, I feel. And I'm not saying this to be rude or horrible. This is a bit of a tough love reading. It's a bit of a heavy reading. So, and this may not resonate with everybody, but if it isn't, keep it pushing, yeah? But I feel like, Scorpio, you need to enjoy your life, yeah? Because you have a life. You don't want to be wasting it on someone that don't give a shit about you, yeah? Enjoy your life. Do the things that you like. Live the way you want to do. Don't be hanging around waiting for this person, because you'll be waiting a long time. With both of these cards, the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress, it's sunny, joyous energy. You are content. You're at peace. You're not freaking out. You look good. You're elevated, yeah? You're the epitome of class. Here, it's you're not even caring about your appearance. Your hair ain't did. And what you're wearing is basic. And I feel like it's this person. Look at this. This person's influence. Look how they're tatty. Their clothes are tatty, ripped, worn. not pressed. Like, their shittiness, I feel like, is rubbing off on you. Yeah? That's what I feel. And once you get rid of them, all of a sudden the star elevates. You're looking good. Yeah? So I feel like you know what to do, Scorpio. I feel this is the reading for you. You know, I hope it, it gave you the confirmation, the insight you needed, maybe the push. But, if I'm honest, I can do so much with this reading, but until you actually feel it for yourself, because someone could tell you, all your friends, family can tell you, this ain't the right person, you need to leave them, You can do that. But if you don't do it and you don't feel it and it's just not with intention, you'll just go right back, or you'll attract another person of the same energy again. And until you actually resonate and understand the lesson and learn the lesson. So, I can tell you, all you need to know. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but that doesn't mean you can force them to drink. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say try to meditate on it. Ask spirit for guidance. Like, I feel like in meditation, the answer will become clear. Yeah? Just you and the thoughts. If you slow down, once you remove the anxiety and you actually see things for what it is, hopefully. Yeah? But I'm sending you love and light. If this reading resonated and it gave you all the insight and assistance that you need, please give the reading a like. Please share it. Please subscribe to the channel. If this is your story, this is something you're going through, you've been through, share with the collective. How did you get out of it? Did you get out of it? Yeah? If you feel comfortable, if you feel called. Smash the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload new readings to the channel. And check out your yearly prediction reading on the channel as well. And I'll catch you next time.